Fujitsu have just launched their Digital Inside Out report, looking at the UK's progress towards a digital nation. In terms of the government's objective of putting digital first, what are your views there?
Well, I think it's going to come, Richard. I think, as you say, certain parts work very well. Other parts of the public sector are lagging behind. But overall, I think we're seeing a big increase. And one only has to look how you submit your tax return every year and the massive peak that we see in Fujitsu of people doing that, to see just how much we've changed as a society, where the standard way of doing this is to submit your return online.
That's absolutely right. 9 million people use self-assessment every year, and during the peak between 4 and 5 p.m. on the final tax year, some 12 transactions a second were going through the Fujitsu systems to support HMRC at that time. That's a really strong take-up for digital in that area of the business.
Sure. But of course that brings us on to the other area. I mean, we hopefully are all pretty digitally savvy, but there are certain areas of the population. It could be due to age, it could be due to demographics, it could even be due to geography in terms of not having access to a decent broadband connection. So how are we going to approach the education of those people and the availability of those services across the whole of the nation?
Well, I think over time we're going to see connectivity right across the UK get better and better. I mean, that's a public policy issue, and there certainly are problems in sort of the not spots of the country.
We've already seen some great enhancements, haven't we? In the last few years, and more areas of the country are opening up, and it will just be a matter of time. Now, there might always be some certain pockets that are harder, but even they will find some form of connectivity, whether it's through satellite or elsewhere.
But you're right, Richard. It's also a generational thing. And I think as we go through the generations, young people today, they will just naturally grow up demanding this level of service and this instancy of service, and that will be their expectation. And woe betide any service provider, be they public or private sector, who's not providing it.